Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about a very important topic when you want to relocate to Colombia. I'm Roger Schmidt. I'm running already a relocation company since 2017, and I thought I will make something like a resume about all the important questions that clients asking me when they think about relocating. So I already served about over 600 clients, and the most important questions or topics they are interested is in this video. On this channel you also get more videos. I have two playlists, one in English, one in German. So, and straight to the next topic, safety. Yeah, how safe is Colombia? And I know Colombia has a very bad image in general because of Netflix series like Narcos and so on. I know Colombia has not the best image, but in general it's as safe as many other cities. Even some US cities are ranked below Medellin, or Medellin is ranked better. But as in all cities or all countries, don't act stupid. So I don't go at night in some neighborhoods I don't know. So be careful with things like counting cash like this, show the money to everyone, general rules, I would say. Also, don't go at night to an ATM when behind you some guys are looking at you already. So that's probably not the best idea. Also, doing business with Colombians, it's very difficult. I already had stories where I had foreigners. They said, I have a good friend, I will do business with him, we buy together whatever land. And be careful with good friends in Colombia. I always say the good friends are probably the most dangerous. Doing business together with a Colombian is not that easy as you probably think. And here many foreigners had bad experience. Money was gone finally, and they made a big loss. But in general, Colombia is safe. I even have a retiree. His name is Roland, and Roland is about, it's already over 70 years old. He lives 30 years already in Colombia. He is German, and he goes from time to time also to Germany. And he said to me, I feel me less safe in Germany. So, and even I say, it never happened something to me over all the years, never had a really bad experience. And then there is also a topic. Let's say you have a woman that you like. Tinder is very dangerous. Don't use Tinder, or not too much. Be careful with women. I'd probably say women are more dangerous as many other things here in Colombia. If you know someone very well, okay, you can bring her home, but not the first, the second time. If you want to go with a woman private, have your privacy, probably for the woman it's not the big love. Probably for you, yes, but hey, keep cool. Better you go in a hotel. Don't save this $100. Probably it's cheaper being in a hotel or motel, and the woman do not qualify that very bad. And don't bring all your belongings with you, like passports and things like that. Let this at home. What happened in Colombia? Many women put you some drugs in your drink or whatever. You don't see that, and then you sleep very well, deep, and then when you wake up, everything is gone. Be careful with women. This is a recommendation, but the city at all, during day you can go more or less everywhere. Of course, in the very poor neighborhoods like favelas, don't go there without knowing someone. If you know someone and you have confidence to this person, you're also safe in these very poor areas, and nothing will happen to you. And then I think this is the most important to know about Colombia safety. Yeah, and the next topic is cost of living. How much money do I need in Colombia? I would say it starts with $1,000 more or less. This is what you probably need. It's more or less the minimum to have more or less a life. That's okay. You don't live like a king, but you already can live with $1,000 per month. $1,200, I would say. When you want to know how much you pay for milk, for butter, for let's say real estate, rental costs, costs of living in general, there is a very good web page. Here you can see the link, Numbeo. There you can compare the city you want to live in, let's say Medellin, compared with, let's say, New York. And I did this already for you. So the comparison you see below is Medellin, and Medellin is expensive. It's more or less the New York of the United States. And you see also other cities compared. Frankfurt in Germany, it's about 55% cheaper. New York is about 70% cheaper than Medellin. And I really highly recommend you to go to this web page. There you can make your personal budget, and you see all the things about public transportation, buses, yogurt, whatever, so you can make your personal budget. And I think it's a very good web page, and I checked the data for Colombia, and it looks very, very serious, this page. Next topic, taxes. Do I become a tax resident in Colombia? And yes, I do. When I stay more than 183 days in the country, and now very important, not per calendar year. That means when you go back in the calendar, doesn't matter which day in the year, 365 days, and you have been more than 183 days in the country, then you become a tax resident. How much tax do I have to pay? Yes, I'm not going to tell you here tax rates because this is more confusing. Make a tax simulation. This is much better. And then you have absolutely clear how much taxes you have to pay. I have many clients, they are asking me, oh, I have an income of, let's say, $60,000. How much taxes do I have to pay? This would not be serious because you can deduct a lot of things. We offer this service, just give me a call. We can make a tax simulation for you, then you get an exactly amount, because it could only be wrong if you don't do that. And most of my clients, they are positive surprised that they don't have to pay that much taxes in Colombia. With some countries, there are existing double taxation duties, and so this is a contract between the countries, Colombia and another country. The United States is not in this double taxation agreement, but many European countries are, Canada is, and so on. So therefore, there are many things you have to take in consideration when you want to get a clear picture about your personal taxes. Just give me a call. Costs about $100, not even, to make a tax simulation. And we have Excel spreadsheet in English as well, where you fill in the amounts in different currencies. We make the we convert it into pesos. No worries about this. It's simple. And we can play then a little bit with the numbers that you see exactly how it looks like in reality. To be honest, I did not have many clients where taxes were finally the reason for not relocating. And you also have to have in mind, it's not only taxes, there is also the cost of living. So the whole package you have to look at. And not only how much taxes do I pay in this country, how much in this country, and I go to the cheapest country. I will produce more videos about taxes where I go a little bit more in details. But yeah, as resume, I would say taxes is not a reason to not relocate to Colombia. Have a detailed look at it. It's easy to do, and then you are prepared what you have to expect. And what is also very important, you are taxable with your worldwide income. Not only what you earn in Colombia, it's worldwide. If you still have to pay taxes abroad, then the taxes you pay abroad are deductible from the taxes here in Colombia, from the taxes that direct and not from your income. So it's, let's say you have to pay in the United States $10,000 taxes, and let's say in Colombia 12,000, then you can deduct the 10,000 from the 12,000 and you just pay the 2,000. Okay, I hope about taxes you have now a clear picture. Yeah, next topic. How safe is my money in Colombia? Are the Colombian banks trustful or not? Yes, they are trustful. So they have also bank regulation and everything. So in general, I would say bigger banks in Colombia are safe. I would say we have 4 big banks, which is Bancolombia, Davivienda, Banco de Occidente, Banco de Bogota. These are more or less the 4 biggest banks, and yeah, they have also regulations in force. What I would recommend is don't wire all your money you have to Colombia because of the peso. There is an inflation. So the peso is losing against other currency like euro, Swiss francs, US dollars. So I would keep always a little bit in also another currency to not lose that much money. When you invest in real estate, I always say a brick is always a brick, and a square meter is always a square meter. There you have more inflation protections. So yeah, I personally at Bancolombia, and what you would have to look at is also the bank fees. So they are a little bit high, so check this out before you open up a bank account. Compare the different banks. But if you want to wire internationally money, I really highly recommend go to one of the bigger banks, like Bancolombia, Bank Davivienda. These are the 2 biggest player in the market. How long can I stay in Colombia? Okay, when you don't have a visa, you can stay 90 days. And after 90 days, you can extend your tourist visa for another 90 days without leaving the country. That's very important. You don't have to leave the country. You don't have to make a visa run. And in Colombia, there are existing over or closely 50 different visa types. Many of the visas, the most popular visa I'm explaining on this channel, go to the playlist. If you have specific questions, just call me. The first consultation is free of charge. And with this visa, you can stay 1 up to 3 years in Colombia and then renew the visa. Some people ask me as well, can I get the Colombian citizenship? And yes, you can. But important is you have first to have a migrant visa, and it depends on what migrant visa you have, how long is the waiting time before you can get the permanent residency. This is another visa type. It's also a video on the playlist. And when you have the permanent residency, you also have a waiting time to apply then the citizenship. But it's possible to get Colombian citizenship. Education, school. If you have kids, no worries. There are also international schools in Colombia, in big cities. In general, countryside, you will probably not find that. I would say the Colombians, the average is probably less educated than States, Canada, Europe. But there are good universities as well. No worries for that. If you have kids, there are many activities you can do in big cities. There is not missing anything. So sports, cultural things, there are many things you can do. And in general, the Colombians are very friendly with kids, playing soccer, baseball, whatever. And you see also families together, from the grandmother to the grandchild. So no worries when you have kids. Of course, it's always a big thing to relocate when you have kids. It's hard in general, but doesn't matter where you relocate. Yeah, social life. How is social life in Colombia? I think was one of the big reasons why I relocated to Colombia, because in Europe or in Switzerland, Germany, yeah, it's a little bit cold, a little bit strange. Everyone, yeah, has a distance, and in Colombia it's the opposite. People are warm-hearted. To get in contact with them, it's absolutely no problem. And yeah, so I really feel me home here. And I think this is a big difference also to many Asian countries. I was talking with many people, expats, in Thailand, in Cambodia, Asian countries, where they said, yeah, the culture, even in Dubai as well, or India, the culture is so different, and the language is so different, and you never feel you part of it. You always are a foreigner, a so-called falong, and you never will be part of the community. This is something in Colombia that does not exist. Here you really can become a member. Also, I feel me as a member in the family. This is really nice. Also, the people are very respectful, very friendly. And there is the next point. When you have a problem or an issue with someone, like with your neighbor, the music is too loud or whatever, don't go and ring and say, hey, can you please switch off your music? This is German style. This does not work in Colombia. Always be polite. Always ask, how are you? How is things going? How are your kids? If you act like this, then you never become a problem. When you're yelling at them, this is the worst you can do, or slamming doors or things like that. Don't do that. Colombians, they can get angry. You don't want to see that when you're not respectful. Respectful, good topic. I learned from my parents that, yeah, when someone elderly comes to the subway, that I offer my seat. Here in Colombia, this still works. Here in Switzerland, I have seen, yeah, young people sitting, or old people are standing in the subway. This does not exist in Colombia, or closely not. Young people are very, very polite and respectful to elderly people. This is something very nice. So if you're a retiree or whatever, yeah, you will feel comfortable like in the 80s. I feel me sometimes back in the 80s, 90s in Europe. And yeah, this makes Colombia so beautiful. And last topic is health insurance. I pay $40 for a health insurance here. I make separate videos to this topic, and they paid everything. I had already a heart surgery, broken arm, and so on. They paid everything. I had to pay $10-20. So then I hope you got the big picture about Colombia. There are many other videos on my channel. Just follow it, and here are the contact details. If you call this number, you get me on the phone directly. There is no one picking up the phone in Spanish or so. Just contact me directly, and I will be happy to serve you with all your questions. Write the questions you still have in the comments, and I make a part 2. And then I hope to see you soon in Colombia. I'm happy to see you. Bye bye.
In Colombia's embrace, feel the rhythm in the air. Dance without a care in those cobblestone streets where our hearts will meet.